Tell you about a project we undertook as part of Regional Science Center's competition called International Youth Climate Summit. They organized it all across India and invited students to submit their projects on climate change and what they had done to raise the environmental consciousness of the people. So we are very happy to tell you that we've done very well so far. In fact, we've won at the regional round held in Lucknow, and we've also won at the zonal level in Delhi. And now, in 3 days, we're going to present this project at the National Science Center at Calcutta. So we're really excited about this. And now, something about our project. Our project is titled, But Will the Planet Notice? And the inspiration for this came from a book of the same name by an economist named Gergot Wagner. And Mr. Wagner, in his book, mentioned how whatever you or I personally do, the planet will not notice. He said that size of the earth is so huge that whether you travel to your school in an SUV or on a bicycle, whether you buy your groceries in a cloth bag or a plastic bag, the planet couldn't care less. And this was very troubling for us youngsters because throughout our school life, we've been internalizing this idea that every small bit matters, that every small bit counts. So we were inspired to take up this project and prove Mr. Wagner wrong, respectfully. What we did was, first, we formed a group. This group was called Takraf for no particular reason. This is a group of few of my friends. And now there's a number on your screen. It's 112. Ladies and gentlemen, 112 is the number of surveys we have done all over Lucknow, twice. And in these surveys, what we did was we asked the residents some questions about their daily habits, their diet habits, their vehicles, and according to their answers, we calculated their carbon footprint. Now, carbon footprint is just a measure of your how eco-friendly you are. So higher your carbon footprint, less eco-friendly you are. And we told them this number that this is how much carbon dioxide you emit every year, and they were really surprised. But our work didn't end there. Then we told them how some simple steps that they take can actually reduce this figure. Simple steps like printing on both sides of the paper, like turning off the display of your computer if your computer must be turned on. And then something interesting happened. After 8 weeks, we revisited these homes, all 112 of these. And this is what we found. There's a pie chart. 56% of the people we surveyed showed no change at all in their carbon footprint, as we expected to happen. But that is not all bad news, because at least their number didn't go up. Also, 8% people actually managed to increase their carbon footprint after we told them on ways to reduce it. But that is also not bad news, because if you see, 36% of the people, that is more than a third, managed to decrease their carbon footprint. So there's a net 28% decrease. But does this really matter? A 28% decrease, we were just 3 high school students, we surveyed just 112 homes, compared to Earth's 7 billion population. That is very little. And this is what our actions translated into. Our actions did matter. In fact, just by reducing the carbon footprints by 28% of such a small group of people, we reduced carbon emissions by 22 metric tons per year. But 4 Tyrannosaurus rex dinosaurs. So now you know we're not kidding around here. Ladies and gentlemen, before I leave you, I would like to give you this one quotation I found on the website of World Wildlife Fund, and I find this really heart-touching. It says, "If you think the Arctic was too far to care, think again." Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.